So maybe this is insane to be making a video right now. But for some reason, I feel like maybe I can turn a really bad thing into something that can maybe be helpful. Because a bunch of stuff came up for me just now. So I have pet rats, and another day I'll go into the details about how they're actually quite similar to humans, and they even have language and grammar, and they're brilliant little misunderstood creatures. But the point is, they are my everything. And I was taking them out to play with him, and I have a really, really massive cage, which I felt like was a nice thing for them. I went to pull this box out of the cage, and apparently they had chewed a hole in it, and one of my elder rats fell through the hole. It was a really long way. And now she's hurt. And what I'm realizing right now is that there is a part of me that feels like that if I do everything right, then things will be okay. And now, because I genuinely didn't know, and I genuinely wasn't doing anything that made me deserve for that to happen, in a way it's almost worse. Because when I can blame myself, it hurts. It hurts deeply. But I guess it gives me hope for the future. But now, the fact that some being that I love so much, that I could hurt this being and be responsible for that pain, it makes me feel like I can't trust my life. It feels like that no matter what I do, bad things are gonna happen, and that terrifies me. Because I live so deeply in this feeling of, if I do things right, everything will be okay. And I've done so many things wrong in my life that this belief has managed to stay, and it gives me some sort of sense of, I guess, control in a messed up world. And it makes me feel like, what's the point? It scares me. It scares me that nothing's gonna work out. It scares me that everything that I'm working so hard for, all my security, everything feels so tenuous. And the fact that something like this can happen makes me feel like I'm not safe, and that things are not necessarily going to be okay. And I know this is messed up thinking, and I'm just pointing it out because I think it's probably something that a lot of people struggle with, because I feel my screw it mentality wanting to push through. I feel that, well, nothing matters, wanting to push through. And I know that's not the answer. And don't worry, I've already spent plenty of time, making sure that I've done everything I can, including giving my little baby Ratty her pain medicine to make her feel okay. This is definitely the type of time where I would want to get high, because I don't want to feel the pain and the uncertainty and the fear. And I'm not going to. I don't think that the mentality that I've been functioning under is a healthy one. And maybe it has worked for me, growing out of bad habits, believing that if I do things right, then bad things won't happen, so that I do things right. But now I have to face the fact that sometimes I can do everything that I can, and bad things can still happen. And it's so crazy how terrifying it is to not be able to blame myself. Like, blaming myself would make me want to die, and it would be so much pain, but not being able to blame myself is so terrifying. So anyways, I don't know why I'm sharing, but maybe we could, like, grow and learn together or something. I don't know what the moral of this story is, but I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, but I'm trying to learn from it, you know? I'm trying to look at the dysfunction in my brain. So, if y'all made it this far, thanks for listening and caring about a stranger on the internet.